My name is Charan Ravikumar, and today I'm going to talk to you about a topic you may have already heard about, the HIV epidemic. You may know it as an epidemic that hit the United States in the 1980s and 90s. You may even know that there's a treatment out there now for it. But I want to get to the impact of the HIV epidemic. We know from the COVID-19 pandemic that alongside, the medical implications of, such pandemics and public health issues, there are also major social and political and cultural implications that affect each and every one of us. And so I want to take you back to the 1980s and really think about the communities that are affected by this public health scare. People who identify as gay, bisexual, trans, hemophiliacs, injection drug users, Haitian immigrants, and think about, these social and cultural and political implications that they're facing. It's important to remember that the people that are affected most by the HIV epidemic in the 1980s were also some of the most silenced, some of the most marginalized, and their cries for political and medical attention often fell on deaf ears. So while many people nowadays think about the HIV epidemic as this issue of the past, and there's been this sort of social amnesia about the epidemic altogether, it's important to remember that these communities that felt all these implications, they carry a burden with them, right? And they aren't able to express it because people have forgotten to remember that it still exists, that they still endure, issues with HIV in these communities. And it's been passed on from generation to generation to generation. And it is no longer just something we can consider as a thing of the past, but it is a thing of the present, and it will continue to be a thing of the future. I did mention, though, that there is a treatment out there for it. Some of you may know it. It's pre-exposure anaphylaxis, and now there's even post-exposure anaphylaxis. So there you have it. We have our cure, we have our treatment, we have our solution. Why is it then that this epidemic continues to persist? It was actually Dr. Anthony Fauci himself who wrote that in 2017 that we have the tools to end the HIV and AIDS pandemic. What we've done, however, is inadequately implement them. The core of the issue with the HIV epidemic is still that the people that are affected the most are still the most marginalized communities. The influence and impact of an epidemic, whether it be COVID-19 or the HIV epidemic, has several social, cultural, and political implications beyond just its medical ones. And we shouldn't forget that there are people out there that still endure the struggles of each of these epidemics without it necessarily being vocalized in the media. And it is important to remember that, the road towards ending these sorts of epidemics is far from over and requires several strategies to assist those that are most in need.